And today's lesson is about graphs of sines and cosines. So we have two objectives for today, and our first objective is explaining the formula for cosine, and then our second objective will be give an example to understand the lesson. So today's lesson is about graphs of sines and cosines, and here the general formula of cosine is y equals a cosine times bx minus c plus d. So now we have for a, if a is greater than 1, it will be a vertical stretch, and if a is between 0 and 1, it will be vertical compression, and A absolute gives you the amplitude, and negative A is reflecting the graph along the x-axis. And now to explain B, here we go.
Okay guys, so for B, if B is more than 1 then it's a horizontal compression, and if B is between 0 and 1 then it's a horizontal stretch, and the period of the graph is always 2 pi over the absolute of B.
Go.
As for C, if it is bx minus c, then the graph will horizontally shift based on the amount on the number of c to the right, and then if it's bx plus c, then the graph will horizontally shift c units to the left. And as for D, we're gonna show you right now.
Now as for D, D represents vertical shift to the right or to the left based on the value of D, or it can be found by averaging minimum and maximum values. Now Farris will explain to you the next example.
I will give you an example to hopefully understand the lesson better. So I'm using the example y equals 4 cosine 2 over 3x. First we need to find the domain. The domain is 0, which is less than or equal to argument, which is less than or equal to 2 pi. 0 and 2 pi are always there. The argument changes based on what you have in the formula. So we replace argument by what we have in the given, which is 3 over 2x. 2 over 3, I'm sorry. Now we multiply by the reciprocal of 2 over 3 to cancel 2 over 3 and get the domain. So here, if we multiply this by 3 over 2, it will be cancelled, and here it will be equal to 0 because the number times 0 equals to 0, and here it will be equal to 3 pi. So at the end it will be 0, which is less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to 3 pi. So this is our domain. Now we need to find the range. The range, you need to find the amplitude. The amplitude is always the absolute value of A. A here in our example is 4. So the amplitude is the absolute value of 4, which is equals to 4. Now the range will be -4 less than or equal to y, which is less than or equal to 4. Now we will find the period. The period has a specific formula, which is 2 pi over absolute value of b. Okay, so we replace by the given, so we will have 2 pi over absolute value of b. B is 2 over 3, so over 2 over 3. The absolute value of 2 over 3 is 2 over 3. So then the answer will be 3 pi. So this is our period. Now we move on to subdividing the frame. Now we will begin by subdividing the frame. This is the last step before we can graph the actual function. So first what you need to do is take the period and divide it by 4, then find the multiple so you can subdivide the frame. So our period is what we found earlier, which is 3 pi. So we divide 3 pi by 4 and we find the multiples to hopefully subdivide the frame. So 3 pi over 4 we do times 0 equals to 0. 2 we do 3 pi over 4 times 1, which is 3 pi over 4. Then we do 3 pi over 4 times 2, which will give you 3 pi over 2. Then we find 3 pi over 4 times 3, which will give you 9 pi over 4. And finally, when you find 3 pi over 4 times 4, it will give you 3 pi. And now we have subdivided the frame and we found our domain, range, and our period. So now we can finally graph the function. Now that we have found our increments, our domain, our range, and everything we need to graph, we can finally start graphing. first, to make it more clear for you and to make my graphing more precise, I will subdivide the frame. So our range is limited to 4 and negative 4. Our domain is limited from 0 until 3 pi. So now we subdivide the frame, through which the increments that we have found. We have found 3 pi over 4, 3 pi over 2, 9 pi over 4, and 3 pi. So now we divide them accordingly. We try to make them as even as possible so that the graph is accurate. Now we have successfully divided the frame, and our points are 0, 4, 3 pi over 2, 3 pi over 4, 0, 3 pi over 2, negative 4, 9 pi over 4, 0, and 3 pi, 4. Now the y values are found by the quadrant of the unit circle. Now we basically have to plot the points on our graph that we have subdivided, and then we connect the points. The first point is 0, 4, we plot here. Second one is 3 pi over 4, 0, which is here. Third point is 3 pi over 2, negative 4, which is down here. Then the fourth point is 9 pi over 4, 0, which is here. The last point is 3 pi, 4, which is here. Now we only connect the points and we will have one cycle. Since we didn't give a range of how long we wanted, we will only do one cycle. So we connect the points simply like this. Okay, and like this we successfully finished, and that is, I hope you understood, and that is one cycle of y equals 4 cosine 2 over 3.